An American senator's Financial Freedom Act will ensure that Bitcoin can be in your 401k retirement plan. Bullish long-term incentive for Bitcoin, in my opinion. We also have BitTorrent, Tron, Cardano, and Bitcoin in today's video. Drop a like if you like the video and be sure to subscribe now. We're looking at Cardano here, going with the flow of Robo and looking for the confirmations. We did see bullish parameters met not too long ago. Technically, the super buy and buy for Robos came into play on the 4th of May, where you were suggested to invest that 50% engineering Robo based investment ratio. And so we always go with the flow of cryptos confirmations here. So technically, EngineeringRobo has returned to a bearish state just after the supersell and sell 4 have returned. So sadly, we are suggested to reduce our position accordingly and wait for the return of buy suggestions. At the moment, making our way toward the strongest level of support. We have been in a bit of an aggressive downtrend here ever since previous bearish parameters met all the way back in September of 2021. We have the sell 4 and bearish cross saving us from technically 66.8% in downside that followed. So we are just waiting for the return of bullish parameters yet again. We will invest 20% at support. Technically, 34 cents is the strongest horizontal level of support. We do anticipate continued interaction toward. We have visualized 69 cents here just below. We are not eager to invest in at this price. We are just looking for bullish visual interactions with it. As I mentioned, the strongest horizontal level is still 34 cents down below there. We can invest 20% at support, 50% when 2 of our chosen 3 Robos become bullish again. So we need an instance similar to the end of July of last year, where the super buy and buy 4 allowed us to well over double our money trading Cardano, 140% in gains after bullish Robo advisors were confirmed. And we have another instance of upside after bullish Robos. If we look back roughly 200 years ago tomorrow, the super buy and buy 4 back in November of 2020 allowed us to experience 1,313% in upside before bearish Robos came into play, suggesting you capitalize on some upside. We can invest that remaining 30% when daily candles open and close above this solid descending trend line here. We trade more tactically with the strategy. We always go with the flow of crypto and whatnot. Feelings, opinions, and speculations do not matter when you're waiting for the confirmations. But in my opinion, I find it very difficult to be bearish on the space overall. I find there's far too much institutional activity in play, suggesting a longer-term uptrend intact for the crypto sphere here, though in the immediate short term, fear-filled uncertainty and doubt will plague the market until it is done. But let me know down below your thoughts on Cardano, though. So a Republican senator from Alabama has unveiled a new bill he calls the Financial Freedom Act to allow Americans to add cryptocurrency to their 401k retirement savings plan, unencumbered by regulatory guidance. The new bill is a response to the United States Department of Labor's, or DOL, push to potentially keep crypto out of 401k investment plans due to its perceived potential for risk to investors. In a report, the DOL said employees who choose to invest in crypto through their 401k could attract legal attention. In an op-ed for CNBC, the senator stated the federal government has no business interfering with the ability of American workers to invest their 401k plan savings as they see fit. The agency's new guidance ends this tradition of economic empowerment in favor of Big Brother government control. Additionally, the Labor of Department's overreaching guidance seeks to place a massive new regulatory burden on 401k plan fiduciaries by requiring them to assess the suitability of investments offered through a brokerage window and to restrict investment options. Whether or not you believe in the long-term economic prospects of cryptocurrency, the choice of what you invest your retirement savings in should be yours, not that of the government. So, it would appear even regulators don't want such strict Bitcoin regulations, though I do believe some sort of rules and regulatory system will be required here for continued global adoption of cryptocurrencies. But in my opinion, this is a very bullish longer-term incentive for Bitcoin, seeing as we can now have capital flowing into it with a longer-term investment perspective, as retirement plans are typically built throughout the lifetime of the individual. And in my opinion, this is just yet another aspect contributing to why I find it very difficult to be bearish on the space currently. Fear-filled uncertainty and doubt, sideways, and volatility shaking everybody out. Though in my opinion, it is activity like this with governing bodies and or multi-billion-dollar international conglomerates getting involved in the space that tells me it is likely to be around for some time. Though, let me know your thoughts down below. We're looking at Tron here. It would appear some nice upside over the last couple weeks coming from my support level, interacting with resistance overhead. It would appear technically bullish parameters in play ever since the end of April there have allowed us to invest comfortably into Tron and see some upside moving forward. 50% was invested when two of our chosen 3 robos became bullish on the 21st of April there. 20% was invested at my support level throughout the end of April and into May, and 30% was invested on the 3rd of May there when that daily candle opened and closed above the descending trend line. So we have been comfortably fully invested into Tron with our strategy here over the last couple weeks so far. From my support level to my resistance level, you've been able to capitalize on 38% in gains. If you chose to take some profits at my resistance level there is nothing wrong with capitalizing on upside, though we will always remain partially invested until 2 of our chosen 3 robos become bearish. So at the moment, significant resistance overhead, it would appear 8 cents, 0.08769 is my horizontal level. We would like to see daily candles opening and closing above to confirm as support. If you were unable to buy at my 6-cent support level, you can invest your 20% support-based investment ratio at 8 cents once we have confirmed it as support. The next overhead resistance will be 14 cents. Just before that, watch out for 12 cents overhead. This is BitTorrent here in a bit of a situation due to the recent redenomination plan that it underwent. So right now we're going to zoom in here to the technical aspects. Fundamentally, lots going on, though technically the key levels we are looking for interaction with here is going to be 15000 all the way down below. Overhead, we have 18041 as well as 22274. Those are going to be the 3 horizontal levels we are looking for continued interaction with here over the course of the following months. And we are awaiting the return of bullish robos as well. Alrighty, Bitcoin here, it would appear interacting beneath my support level. Never fear though, we always go with the flow of the confirmations with a daily candle opening beneath my $34,655 still current support level. If this daily candle were to close beneath it with its wick and body, that would then confirm resistance overhead, and we would just anticipate continued interaction toward support. I do believe significant buy pressure is present within a wide range we are about to fall into. Lots going on here currently, suggesting we may experience some very volatile sideways, interacting with lows potentially near the $28,000 level. This is going to be a key level we have visualized here. If resistance is confirmed overhead, we do anticipate continued interaction toward that $28,000 level. It's potentially similar to price action between May and July of 2021. So if history repeats itself or rhymes, we could see some volatile sideways that suggests some aggressive moves both upward and downward, with resistance overhead at 34,000 and support near the $28,000 level. Bearish robos in play ever since the beginning of April have saved us from this correction, so technically we have been out of the market, free from this 20.7% in downside that has followed, and we are just patiently waiting for the return of bullish parameters to be met again. We can invest 20% at my support level still. You were suggested to invest at my $34,655 level. Get ready to reduce that investment accordingly if resistance is confirmed. We can invest 50% 30% when 2 of our chosen 3 robos become bullish again. We're looking for an instance similar to the end of July there, or perhaps in October. And we can invest that remaining 30% when daily candles open and close above this solid descending trend line. We have Bitcoin falling even further into the fear zone here, suggesting some very nice longer-term prices to be in, accumulating Bitcoin with a longer-term perspective in play. The last time we saw the fear zone was between March and April of 2020. We've experienced a 10x so far, and we have yet to see that FOMO zone, which still suggests that a potential, $183,000 Bitcoin is to present itself here, and that would be a far more reasonable market top, in my opinion. You want to be using times like this to be accumulating in the long term. You want to be greedy when the market is fearful, and fearful when the market is greedy. When extreme FOMO is present up in that multi six-figure level there, you want to be highly considering taking profit, capitalizing on these gains. Someone has to be buying the top, hopefully not yourself, because you're picking up your nicely discounted digital assets during times of extreme fear here. Watch out for continued volatility downward. We did visualize that, $28,000, $29,000, $30,000 level that we will likely make our way toward and solidify price action similar to perhaps, either of these instances here, where we're creating some lows to further solidify support. So, in my opinion, this is just a very healthy, necessary evil for us to undergo before we can continue the euphoric multi-hundreds of percentages in upside that I do anticipate is still awaiting us. But we always go with the flow of crypto, and we watch out for EngineeringRobo. We don't worry about the situations. We always wait for the confirmations. Let me know down below how you feel about cryptocurrency currently. Thank you so much for hearing my analysis, and tune in for the next one.